Hello there, welcome along to Friday's House of Games. I'm Richard Osman. All week I've been joined by four famous faces. They are battling it out for this trophy. We're going to give it away today. It is spectacular. I do not know what it's made of, but for VAT purposes, it is a cake. Our four famous faces are Ellie Taylor, Steve Pemberton, Fern Britton and Josh Widdicombe.
Hooray!
Welcome. What a week we've had.
Oh, what a week.
Haven't we? Ellie, I think we have to immediately just look at the weekly league table and see where we stand, because it's terrifying viewing for everybody apart from Steve Pemberton. He's won every single day. No one has ever won the first four shows of a House of Games before in history. Is he going to get a clean sweep? Is he going to win 5? You and Josh have been close to him a number of times. Today it could be different.
I don't think it will, guys.
Do you not think?
Be honest.
You think?
I don't know what
Surely.
to do. Last time I thought I need to be more confident, and it was the worst I ever did.
Yes,
Richard.
if you didn't see yesterday, look it up on iPlayer before this one, because Josh was terrible.
I was awful.
Steve.
Yes.
Very solid all the way through, win after win.
Yeah.
What's the secret?
I think, you know, I just try to be consistent, and I think other people are falling away. But when they write the history of Richard Osman's House of Games, I want to be in there as the first person to get 5
from
victories.
Oh.
If I could achieve that...
That'd be something. Fern.
Yes.
Fern.
Now, I'm very happy with the game I've played. I've enjoyed watching you all, and I'm still there.
Yeah.
I might be at the back, but I'm still there.
It's 4th place. That's good. If you were 4th in most things, you'd be delighted.
Absolutely delighted.
Should we take a look at the daily prizes? Steve has won every single one of them so far. But come on, someone is going to win a show. Somebody. Josh, Ellie.
Yes.
Oh, look. Now, that's a pillow and duvet set. You get the whole thing.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, it's quite something.
Single or double?
Double.
OK.
Of course, it is amazing. There's a tankard there. You've got the slippers. You've got the House of Games Eau de Cologne.
Wow.
There.
What does that smell
a
of?
toolbox. It sort of smells of bitterness and sandalwood,
Right.
I would say. So what do you think you want to take home as your prize, Steve?
I would go for the tankard.
I've held that tankard. It's pretty good. Now, don't forget, it's double points Friday, so there are more points up for grabs today. All through the week, it's 4-3-2-1. Today, it's 8-6-4-2. Steve could still lose the whole week. If, for example, Josh, you were to win, and Steve were to come 4th, you could be our champion. That's not going to happen, by the way, but it could. Steve is going to win the week, I think. But is Steve going to win 5 out of 5 is today's big question. Or can Josh or Ellie win one? Shall we get on with Friday's House of Games? It's been a terrific week. Thank you all very much. Let's see what our first round is going to be. It is the answers in the question. I'm going to show you a series of questions. Within that question, a part of it will be in capital letters. And the answer to the question is an anagram of those capital letters. OK, let's see today's first category. I'm a Celebrity contestants.
OK.
OK, so they're clues to people who've been contestants on I'm a Celebrity. Ellie, let's take a look at your clue. Don't forget, the answer is an anagram of the capital letters. Viewers enjoyed watching this larger-than-life panto actor and singer botch his grip on reality and repeatedly burst into his trademark giggles. So the answer is an anagram of singer botch his grip.
Do you know what I'm going to miss? Is seeing Steve lean forward to his buzzer.
Yeah, Steve is literally, he's tapping his fingers.
I think I know who it is, actually.
Oh, sorry, Steve.
Well, it's Christopher Biggins.
Is the right answer. Very well done. Christopher Biggins. Steve, here is one for you. According to Inside News, this former footballer had no problem adapting to life in the jungle.
OK. So he's a former footballer.
Everybody has their fingers on buzzers.
Mate?
If you're toying with them, Steve, they're so excited.
Oh, Dennis Wise.
Oh, it is Dennis Wise. Everyone's so delighted. Dennis Wise, well done, Steve. Fern Britton, here is yours. From the sounds of this contestant's screams in the Bush Tucker trials, you might have thought the creepy crawlies could do him harm akin to that of his professional boxing opponents.
Oh, yes. Now, I've just got to work this out because I know who it is. Yeah, all right. It's, Amir Khan.
Is the right answer, Fern. Well played. Josh, here is yours, sir.
What we've found this week is with these ones that go down the line is...
You tend to mess it up.
I tend to mess it up.
I know. Come on, you can get this, though. The potential humiliations of life in the jungle might induce warier politicians to steer clear, but not this one.
Is it Edwina Curry?
It is Edwina
Very
Curry. Well
Good.
played.
Well done.
4 out of 4 so far. We changed the category. The next category is banknote figures.
Oh, no.
OK, that's people on banknotes. Ellie, here is your first one. If a rich person threw away their last old £50 note, they would no longer have a picture of this architect in their pocket.
Christopher Wren.
It's the right answer. Well
Great
done.
work.
Anagram of rich person through Christopher Wren.
got that.
Steve, here's your second question today. If I were to meet this person, I might say, I'll keep this brief. Thy zeal for prison reform is second to none.
So the well-known prison reformer Elizabeth Fry.
It's a correct answer, Steve. Well done.
No, neither of these.
I didn't know I was going to say that until it came out of my
Oh,
mouth.
really? Well done. Fern,
Yes, that's me.
shall we?
Yeah, OK, go on.
OK, here is your clue. This star of the old £1 note outlined the principle that if an action wanes, the reaction wanes equally.
Oh, good Lord.
Whoa.
OK. So I'm thinking Isaac Newton. Phew.
Is the right answer, Fern. Well played.
Oh, no.
This one has been slightly tougher, hasn't it?
It's happened again.
So-
It's got to me at the end.
Yesterday we were 7 out of 8. The nation excitedly waited for Josh's answer. It'd be a nice sort of thing for the group if you were to get 8 out of 8 now,
It would
Josh.
be lovely.
If you were to get this one. And I think the group
Oh,
might
do
feel...
you know what? Why don't we just say I did and then we can move on to the next round?
Because I think that people want to see you as well overcome a personal battle.
I have known
Don't disappoint
none
us.
of the 3 so far.
Have you not? Well,
No.
that's good, because by the law of averages...
So it's good that those are done.
You should know this. We've got all the ones you don't know out of the way.
Charles Dickens.
Here is one... Oh, wouldn't it be lovely if it was Charles Dickens?
Adam Smith.
OK. Anyone else before we put it up there? Good luck from the whole of Britain. We are counting on you.
Adam Smith!
Oh, look at that. This economist spent his life amid maths and philosophy, celebrated on 2 different banknotes. Adam Smith is the right answer.
Oh,
You answered
brilliant.
it before the question came up.
Hugely impressive.
Do you know
That's
what?
a
I think
relief.
I'm better before the questions come out and start
Yes,
playing
I
on my
think you
mind.
are as well. I think you are. 8 out of 8, everybody. That's nicely done. Hey! Britain rejoices. Tell you what, shall we take a look at the leaderboard and
Yes,
see where that
yes.
leaves us? This is going to be an interesting one. Who's winning? Everybody on 2 points. That's nice, isn't it? Shall we have a look at what round 2 is going to be? OK, today it is going to be... Dim Sums. Now, Dim Sums is a team game. As always with the team games, the player in last place gets to choose their partner. Steve, you're the only person who hasn't chosen a partner this week. Given you are joint last, shall we give you the honour?
Oh, how nice. Thank you.
Who would you like to team up with?
I'd like to go on with Fern.
Oh, that's nice. Josh and Steve, if you swap places.
How nice of you.
I'm just going to say,
I've defended
Ellie's
you.
face at that moment was a picture.
Here we go again.
Teammate, good to be back with you.
What happens in Dim Sums, you get to choose a category. It's the first thing you're going to do. Choose between one of these 4 categories, please, Ellie and Josh. Owls, moons, Mo Farah or stones?
What do you fancy, Josh?
I don't know how much I know about Mo Farah. I don't like moons or owls.
We'll go stones.
No, don't put it on me.
Yeah, because I want to put it on you.
Now, the way this round works is I'm going to show you a sum. It is something multiplied by something else equals 42. OK? You need to fill in that sum using 2 of the clues you see above. You'll see 4
cool.
clues. You need to fill in that sum using the answers to 2 of these clues. And your clues today are the number of decades in which the Rolling Stones have had UK Top 40 singles, the number of stones each team will play in an end of Olympic curling, the number of pounds in a stone, and the number of different scripts inscribed on the Rosetta Stone. The answers to 2 of those multiplied together equal 42.
So,
How many pounds in a stone?
14.
Right. That can do one.
Yeah. The Rosetta Stone, hasn't that only got, like, 3 or 4 languages on?
OK. The Rolling Stones, obviously, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. It depends if they've had a top 40 hit in the last 2 decades. I'd imagine
They must have.
they must have by
Yeah.
the law of averages.
Yeah.
So that would be your 6.
So that means 6 stones. So, it must... so 7 stones played in Olympic curling end? 7? You wouldn't have 7.
Seems weird, doesn't it?
Yeah. I would go for the first 2.
Me too. That's what
Let's
my
just do the
thought was.
first
Should we
2.
just do it?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
say the first 2.
We're
So you're gonna
both
go for-
equally at fault.
OK, let's put those into the sum. So decades of Rolling Stones hits, you think, is...
6.
6. Let's take a look. Is it 6?
Oh.
5.
Game over.
So this is going to have to be 8.6, I think. Stones played in an Olympic curling end. 8, I'm afraid. Now, I'll tell you your mistake is when you were looking into what multiplies to 42. 14 goes into 42.
14 times.
3 times. So,
Oh, right.
yeah, so you said, Josh, just to quote you, 14, that can do one.
Did I?
Yeah. Not only did Ellie say there are 14 pounds in a stone,
and then I said
she
3.
also said there are 3 languages on the Rosetta Stone, which is also right. And
How am I at
those
fault when we
two-
agreed on the answer?
We're
I'm
14
always
and
at
3.
fault.
Oh, goodness me, that is unlucky. Well done if you got that at home. The answer, of course, 14 times 3. Fern and Steve, what category would you like to go for? Owls, moons or Mo Farah?
Should we try Mo Farah?
Let's go for it.
Yeah.
OK, you're going for Mo Farah. Let's take a look at your sum. What plus what equals 31? OK, here are your 4 clues. 2 of them, the answers add up to 31. The total number of Olympic gold medals he has won. His age when he competed at his first Summer Olympic Games. The total number of Summer Olympic Games he has competed in. And the time to the nearest minute that he ran the 10,000 metres at the 2016 Olympics in Rio.
Well, he's won, like, 4 gold medals, you say?
Easily, yes.
So if that was 4, then you'd need 27.
Yes. Aged his first Olympic Games,
So that could be
possible.
possibly 27.
Olympic Games he's competed in must be 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Started as a youngster.
Yeah.
Minutes to run 10,000 metres at Rio.
Yeah. So if it's, like, longer than 31 minutes, we could discount it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, you see.
Do we know how old he is now? Do you have any idea? Because
He
he's
must be mid-30s,
mid-30s.
would you say?
So if it is first Olympic Games,
At 27.
if he was 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 27, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, he'd be 35 now. That seems quite old for an athlete. So pick one of the first 2.
What are you going for?
No, come on,
Fern and
Steve. I'm
Steve.
handing this over to you now because I'm lost in numbers.
Well, yeah, let's do bookends. Olympic gold medals plus minutes to run 10,000. Are you happy with that?
Go for it, boy.
So, the Olympic gold medals. Let's see what the answer was for that. 4.
Yes.
OK, as you thought.
27 minutes to
So
run
you need it to
10,000
be
metres.
27 minutes to the nearest minute to run the 10,000 metres at Rio. Was that the correct answer for a point? It was the right answer. Very well played.
No.
Whatever
was
he does
logic in
turns
it.
to gold.
Yes, we were trying to
there
work
was.
it out.
Let's take a look. His age at his first Olympics was 25, and he's competed in 3
3.
Olympic Games. Very well done.
Well
if you got
played.
that at home, that is terrific stuff. Josh and Steve, if you will swap round again, please.
Oh, well done. Thanks, Steve. That was
played.
brilliant.
Let's take a look at what that has done to the scores. 2 points for Josh and Ellie, 3 points for Steve and Fern.
Look, thank
Done.
you, Steve. Be up there, girl. Thank you.
Come on, Fern.
What?
As you are current leader.
Yes.
Yes, that's good, isn't it?
Yes.
Shall we play another round on Friday's House of Games? Can
don't know
anybody beat Steve Pemberton? Here's another round to see if they can. It is the elephant in the room. Before I explain how we play this round, let's find out what the elephant in the room is. Man.
Man.
Man, OK? I'm going to ask you a series of questions now. All you have to do is answer them without using the word man. Simple. Just don't say the word man. Say everything else except for man in answer to these questions, OK? Best of luck at home. You'll see how it works. Fingers on buzzers. Here is your first question. What is the name of the waiter played by Andrew Sachs in Fawlty Towers? Yes, Steve.
Well.
Correct.
Well.
Right. So
Oh, I
Mr.
see.
Mystic.
I was going, well, how could I answer that? It's in the word Manuel.
Spanish.
That little Spanish guy.
Uel is the answer
Right.
there from Manuel. Here's your next clue. Which band's UK hits include Do Wah Diddy Diddy and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Steve.
Fred Mann.
Oh,
It's incorrect, I'm afraid.
Fred.
Also incorrect, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Anyone else?
Oh,
Yes, Fern.
Fred.
Is the right answer, yes.
That's devious.
Fred N. Manfred Mann, 2 N's at the end there, Josh. I'm so sorry. Let's take a look at your next one. What is the name of Africa's highest mountain? Yes, Ellie.
Kilimanjaro.
Is the right answer. Well done. Kilimanjaro.
Very good.
Here's your next one. What's the title of this song? Yes, Ellie.
Ick Mondays.
Is the right answer. Well done. It's Ick Monday, but I'm going to give you that. Imagine if I didn't. That'd be awful. Here is your next clue. Motel, brunch and chillax are examples of what type of word formed by blending 2 or more other words? Yes, Ellie.
Porto.
Is the right answer, Ellie Taylor. How about this? Comes from portmanteau. Here's your next one. Which typically tailless breed of feline has a name derived from that of the island in the Irish Sea on which it is said to have originated? Yes, Steve.
X.
X, yes, exactly right. Here is your next question. Which French region is the main setting for the film Saving Private Ryan? Yes, Fern.
Nordy.
Is the right answer. Well done. Here's your next clue. What is the title of this song, please? Ellie.
I feel like a
Is the right answer. I mean, that is man, I feel like a woman, and you got rid of both men within a second. If this wasn't Friday, I would give you 2 points for that. But you can't, on Friday we can't. It's too much at stake. Here's the last question in the round. In 2010, Joanna Lumley launched a limited edition of which curry condiment in aid of the Gurkha Welfare Trust? Yes, Josh.
Go chutney.
Is the right answer. Go chutney! From mango chutney. Go chutney would be a great catchphrase for you as well.
Yes.
Go chutney. Very well done, everyone.
Oh,
what a round
terrible
for
round.
Ellie Taylor. Shall we take a look at where that leaves the scores with 2 rounds to go on Double Points Friday? Well. Josh in last place with
I'm having
3
a
points.
nightmare.
Tied
Well done,
second,
Ellie.
Steve and Fern on 5 points. Our leader with 6 points is Ellie Taylor.
Oh,
Well played.
I'm astounded.
2 rounds to go. Is Steve finally going to get beaten?
Yeah.
Shall we play round 4?
Yeah.
It is the penultimate round. Now, what happens in this round, I'm going to give each of you the title of a piece of literature. You're then going to see 2 things. You're going to see the real first line from that piece of literature, and you're going to see a fake first line written by one of your opponents before the show, OK? You just have to identify the correct first line. Get it right, you get a point. Get it wrong, you give a point to whoever has fooled you. Ellie, Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte is what we're looking at. One of these is the real first line from Wuthering Heights. One was written by one of your opponents, OK? See if you can spot the real one. Is it 1801? I have just returned from a visit to my landlord, the solitary neighbour that I shall be troubled with. Or is it the horses whinnying and anxiously stamping the iron ground? I looked up to the glowering moors, so foreign to me, yet so familiar.
I haven't read Wuthering Heights.
You have?
I haven't.
Oh.
So I do not know.
No. So it's just working out the style.
I feel like the bottom one is something that someone would write if they were to think about Wuthering Heights, about the moors and stuff, horses win it. So I'm drawn to the first one. So I'm going to say that the real one is the top one.
OK, so the real one is the top one. For a point, is that the real first line to Wuthering Heights? It is. Well played. Who wrote the other one? Fern, that's good. See, I would have gone with the second one. I thought that's great.
Oh, bless you.
Well played, Ellie. Point for you. Oh, Steve, here is yours. We are looking for the first line of Parenting for Dummies by Helen Brown. We're going to show you the real first line of Parenting for Dummies and one written by one of your opponents. Is it If I had £1 for every time I've been asked the secret of parenting, I'd be able to afford a nanny. Or is it... Take off those rose-tinted spectacles right now. You need to get the picture nice and clearly. Parenting is tough.
I think, like the first one, you're basically saying I'd be able to afford a nanny. Would they say that in a book about parenting? Or even though it's meant to be a joke?
Oh, if someone else did write that and you've just said it's meant to be a joke, they're like...
So I'm going to go for the bottom one. Parenting is tough. It's the truth.
So Steve has gone for the second one. Is that the real first line of Parenting for Dummies? It is. Well done. Who wrote the top one?
That was me.
That's
Well
good.
done.
That's good.
I thought
Was
I've
it
got
supposed
this.
to be a joke?
Well, do you know what happened? I got to the end and I put a Ford and I couldn't think of something, and then we had to go on and I wrote a nanny, and I thought, actually,
It's quite clever.
Pretty good.
it's quite clever.
Yeah.
That's a point for Steve as well. Well done, Fern. Here is your question. Fern, we're looking for the first line of The World According
yes,
to
please.
Danny Dyer
Oh.
by Danny Dyer. One of these is the correct answer, and one of them was made up by one of your opponents. So is the real first line, take a smudger of yourself as a 5-year-old nipper. Done it, Kushti. Is it that?
Brilliant.
Or
Yeah.
is it,
Genius.
all right, in the old Chinas, it's me, Danny Dyer.
What's a smudger?
Smudger is a photograph.
Perfect. I sort of feel that it should be the top one. I don't know why, but I'm going top.
You're going to go top.
Yeah.
Is that the real first line of The World According to Danny Dyer? It is not,
Damn
I'm afraid.
you. Was that
Somebody
you,
fooled
Steve
you.
Pemberton?
Kushti!
Oh,
Brilliant.
Pemberton's only done
I thought I'd over-died it.
So,
Smudger, nipper and Kushti in the same.
so good.
Point for
Brilliant.
Steve. Well done. Josh, one for you. First line of the first televised Christmas broadcast by Queen Elizabeth II. That's a good one. Good
I've watched
question.
it.
Was this the first line? Good afternoon. May I begin by wishing you and your family my sincerest Yuletide felicitations on this most cherished day? Or was it Happy Christmas? 25 years ago, my grandfather broadcast the first of these Christmas messages. They both sound like the Queen.
So one of these is Ellie and one of these is the Queen.
Yes, they're so hard to tell apart.
I think the first one, if she said my sincerest Yuletide felicitations, I think it feels a bit too OTT. But I think that knowledge that 25 years ago my grandfather broadcast his
see what you
first
mean,
these
right.
Christmas messages.
But do you know that that was the case?
No, but I think if it's not, that's a hell of a that's a great call. It's a piece of genius, and I'd like that to go rewarded. I feel the second one, if that's Ellie Taylor, I hope she takes this point and I hope she rubs it in Steve's face on her way to victory.
So you are going with the bottom one, Happy Christmas 25 years ago. Is that the first line of the first televised Christmas broadcast by Queen Elizabeth II?
Yeah.
It is. Very well done. Ellie Taylor wrote the other one. Josh, you
Well
take
done.
a point. No point for you there, Ellie. And we come to the end of that round. Shall we see what it's done to the scores? We have one round to go. Where are we standing on this all-important Double Points Friday? Look at that. Josh 4, Fern 5. We have joint leaders, Ellie and Steve on 7.
Brilliant.
How about that? I'm going to press this buzzer because we know what the final round is. It is always Answer Smash, as always. Now, Steve, you're going for 5 days out of 5. You're going for this trophy as well. There is a circumstance in which you could lose that trophy. I think it's unlikely. I think you're going to be our weekly champ. But are you going to win 5 shows out of 5? We'd be delighted to see your extraordinary achievement if you won 5 out of 5. But also, if one of the underdogs could win. Fingers on buzzers, everyone. You know how this works. I show you a picture. There's a clue underneath. You smash the answers into each other. If you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, you lose a point. Your first category is dog breeds. I'm going to show you some pictures of some dogs. You need to take their breed. There'll be a clue underneath. Smash them into each other. Point for a correct answer. Here is your first question. What is the title of Kate Bush's 1985 #1 album? That is Steve.
Afghan Hounds of Love?
Is the correct answer, Steve Pemberton. Well played. What is this breed, and what is the answer to this clue? What is the name of Neneh Cherry's half-brother who had a UK hit single with Save Tonight? Ellie.
Beagle Eye Cherry.
Is the right answer. Beagle Eye Cherry. Beagle and Eagle Eye Cherry, you smash them together and that's what you get. Your next category is famous Bobs and Bobbies. Here's your first one. Which 1997 family film stars Brendan Fraser as a man who is raised by apes and falls in love with a wealthy heiress? That is Josh.
Bobby George of the Jungle.
Is the right answer. Bobby George, George of the Jungle. Bobby George of the Jungle, well played. Here is your next question. What word is used to describe a financial account that is set up or situated abroad? That is Josh.
Bob Geld Offshore.
Is the right answer. Bob Geld Offshore. Bob Geldof and Offshore. Well done. This is getting tense now. Let's take a look at your next picture and your next clue. Which song from the film Grease was a 1978 #2 hit for Olivia Newton-John? That is Ellie.
Bob, Hopelessly Devoted to You.
Is the right answer, Ellie Taylor. Oh, my days. Here is your next category, chemical elements. You're going to see the symbol for a chemical element. There'll be a clue underneath. Can you smash them together, please? Who became the presenter of BBC Radio 1's Breakfast Show in 2012? Yes, Josh.
Arsenic Grimshaw.
Is the right answer. That is the end of the round and the end of today's show. Has Steve gone 5 from 5, or has the beaming Ellie Taylor beaten him on today's show? Let's take a look at the final scores on Friday's House of Games. Our winner today is Ellie Taylor with 9 points. Well done.
Sorry, Steve.
I
ruined your run.
Steve has 8, Josh has 7, Fern has 5. Well done, Ellie. 1 point in it. You get to choose a prize.
Oh,
That's
my
nice.
Lord.
What would you like to go for?
I'm going to go tankard, please.
You're going tankard. House of Games tankard for Ellie Taylor. Well played, Ellie. We have one small matter to attend to, and that is the handing over of this week's trophy. Who is our House of Games champion across the week? It's double points Friday, of course, so Ellie scored herself 8 points today. Is that enough to dislodge the 4-time champ, Mr. Steve Pemberton? Let's take a look. Who is the champion of this week's House of Games? 4th place, Fern, 7 points. 3rd place, Josh, 15.
Heartbreak.
Ellie, 16, our champion. 22 points, Steve Pemberton. Steve, you passed the trophy to Mr. Steve Pemberton there. Look at that.
that.
Is
Oh, there you go.
unbelievable.
How about that, Steve? How do you feel?
You know what? I'm going to use my tea maker tomorrow. I'm going to pour the tea in there
Oh,
with my
beautiful.
dressing gown on,
Yes,
and I'm
yes.
going to sip.
That is lovely. Steve, what a win. 4 wins in a row and a 2nd place as well. Listen, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you, all 4 of you. It's been a wonderful week. Really, really enjoyed it, so thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed it as well, and I hope you'll join us next time on House of Games.
Good quality.